What is going on? Yes, it's me. I'm back with a kind of update on the Carrera. I've been using this thing to commute to work for the past week or two. Yeah, I've ridden it probably 5 times. I don't commute every day. I drive the car sometimes. The other day I needed a new tyre on the car, so I drove the car to work so I can go to Quick Fit, which is near work. And you don't care about that. You care about, well, you don't care about this bike because it's a Carrera. But anyway, yeah, the only real issue I have with this bike commuting is like the gears, and it's not what you'd think. It's not really the shifting or anything. It's just with regards to backpedaling. And you might think, why would I want to be backpedaling when I'm riding to work? Am I busting out some 180s to fakies? No, it's just when I come to traffic lights and I want to track stand rather than kind of getting off the bike. The other day I was doing it. I was at some traffic lights and the traffic had kind of ground to a halt. So I went to pedal, and as soon as I get like halfway across the road and the traffic starts to move, I'm not in gear because my kind of back pedaling for the track standards took me out of gear. So yeah, for that reason, not really a fan of the gears. Well, to be honest, if you're not, very good at track standing anyway, then you probably won't have an issue. It's just because I used to ride a lot of trials back in the day, when I was like between like 12 and probably about 20. So yeah, that is the only real issue I've had commuting. I do still have the knobbly tyres. Unfortunately, unlike my 26-inch bike, I don't have any slicks that I can throw on this, and slicks are kind of expensive for decent ones. I'd probably want to put some Schwalbes on it because they're pretty decent on my trail bike. I've not had any punctures with any Schwalbe tyres yet. Well, I did. I had a tiny little slow puncture the other week with my knobblies and my knobby nicks. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna spin the old camera around. So yeah, you may have noticed I'm here drinking a beer, and I actually uncovered the explanation for why the Carrera, if I can get it in shot here, try and get it in shot. My camera work is shocking. Why the Carrera is no slower than my trail bike. The Carrera is actually quite a bit slower than my trail bike. What happened is on Strava, it only shows you like the I don't know if it's like the most popular segment. So basically, what happened was some idiot, like the way I time the trail is from the signpost, the red marker for the trail. I time it as soon as the front wheel hits that in line with that signpost. That's when I'd start timing. And then when I hit the bridge that goes over the little stream at the end, that's when I stop recording. Some idiot had put like the start point of the trail like in the middle of where everybody stops at the top of the hill. So basically what's been happening is every time I go to attack it on the trail bike, I've been going round in a circle because I have to go back to get a good run up into the trail. So because I've been going in hot, it's been showing as a slower time because it's also timing me do that little potter around at like 3 mile an hour to get in the right position for a good start on the trail. So the trail bike is actually about 20 seconds quicker than the Carrera. Carrera's doing like a 2 minute 48. The trail bike's doing like I'd say about a 2 minute 30, so 18 seconds or so if you're going to split hairs. So yeah, that is the reason why. But like, I couldn't believe that the trail bike was so much slower. The problem is I I do have some footage that it's not the 2:27. It's about a 2 minute 30, I think. I'm gonna put it in the video. I'm gonna put it next to the Carrera, and you can see how much faster the trail bike is than the Carrera when I'm actually trying to pin it down. Um, I'm losing my chain of thought. I need beer. Yeah. Basically, what happened was I was like, I was super pinned, like smashing it, like, and just like flying off stuff that I don't usually fly off so much when I'm just relaxing and chilling. And I was like grounding pedals on the way down, and I actually went off one of the drops towards the end, and I was using a GoPro handlebar mount. That's when I lost my chain of thought. That's what I was going to say. I was using the handlebar mount rather than the chesty, and yeah, basically the camera points to the sky. So I don't have an exact time for that run apart from the Strava, which is that run was slightly slower than the fastest run that I did, which was actually last week, which was a 2:27. Um, so yeah, that is the mystery of how this £280 bike was quicker than the full suspension trail bike, the Vitus. I thought maybe it was the magic of 27.5 inch wheels. No, it's just the actual incompetence of people just making segments on Strava willy nilly. But overall, good bike for commuting. What I didn't say when I was talking about commuting on the bike, I have 50 psi in instead of running slicks, and it seems pretty easy to pedal at 50 psi. If we look at the profile, yeah, there's not really too much that's in contact with the tarmac. I mean, I'm about 83 kilograms, so I'm not the heaviest rider. I'm not the largest either by a long stretch, but yeah. Overall plans for this bike. You know what? I'm kind of tempted to just go out and get the £600 version, the Fury, I think it might be. I mean, if it had a RockShox fork on the Fury, I'd go out and get it straight away, but it's still got shit Suntour. I just don't like Suntours. I've had Suntour Radons. I had a Marin fucking, I think it was a Marin Nail Trail, which isn't a good name for a bike, really, is it? Nail. And that had Suntour Radons on it. I mean, this was probably like a 2009 model or something, but they didn't impress me back then. So anyway, now I'm going to roll the footage, and you're going to see, you know, how much faster the trail bike it actually is than the Carrera. However, before I do that, oh my God, my editing is terrible. Before I do that, I'm going to put on the screen the Strava times. On the left, you're going to see the times for the Carrera, and the one at the bottom is the one that you want to be looking at, and the one on the right is going to be the Blitz, and that is a segment that I made myself so that I know I'm actually getting recorded when I'm on the trail and not at the bloody top of the trail where people are like eating sandwiches and stuff. You know, I'm eating energy bars and drinking water and stuff, you know what I mean?